Hey everyone, Joe here with Heidebreicht Chevrolet in Washington Township, 29.5 in Van Dyke. Remember, you don't need to be able to say the name in order to go to the website. It's www.romeochevy.com. So there's a lot of exciting things that Chevy's been doing. Nothing's been more anticipated than the 2018 Traverse. So we actually, not only do we have one on a lot, we've got about 7 of them and they're coming in steady now. So I wanted to give you a sneak peek at the Traverse, give you an idea of what's different this year as opposed to last year. Let's start with the outward appearance here. If you notice the actual style lines all the way from front to back, this is a completely different vehicle. It actually resembles like a mini Suburban. So it gives you that nice style from the wheels all the way to the roof rack. The interior by far is one of the most dramatic changes to the 2018 Traverse. For those of you who have owned a Traverse in the past, one of the main things that we had heard from people was that the technology was lacking. So as we take a look here, just by looking, you can see a huge difference before I even push one single button. Well, now time to actually push some buttons though. So one of my favorite things in any one of our vehicles is the ability to hide stuff behind the screen. I've just always loved that. And when they showed me that this was going to be on the 2018 Traverse, I was ecstatic about it. It's nothing major, it's nothing huge, it's just something personally that I enjoy. As we bring that screen down though, you can see we have a lot of different options on here that we wouldn't have had in the Traverses of the past. So the entire design here is to keep your focus while driving in front of you. The screen that's in front of you here, again, we want to keep your eyes facing forward at all times. You have the ability to actually flip through anything you can see on this screen, on that screen in front of you, so that way you don't have to look away. So we'll take a look at just one of the most popular features, which is going to be the phone. Just by pushing left, it actually reveals a menu here. And if I scroll down, I can actually go to the phone option. By hitting right to go to the right menu, I can see my recent calls, I can see my contacts, I can see anything that I would need in order to make a call without having to take my eyes away from what's in front of me. Probably one of the most important safety features that we offer. On top of that, you'll see that there's actually a lot of different options on here as well. So as we go to what I think is one of the coolest, for those parents out there who don't want the kids touching the dials, or you've got them strapped in for a reason, you're actually able to change that rear climate from up front here. So you can sync the back to the front, keeping an even flow of air, or you can actually change what their temperature back there is going to be just by using the controls up front here. Another cool part that's added is actually the cameras now. You'll notice that it looks like an aerial view of the vehicle. Don't worry, there's not a satellite watching you the entire time. This is actually operated by 4 different cameras. You've got one camera that comes down from the front here, 2 cameras, one on each side underneath the side view mirrors, and then one camera in the back that projects a picture, a 360-degree picture of what's around you. And then of course you've got the front-facing camera here as well. So as we begin to move forward, you can see that camera actually stays on, but it only stays on until we hit 5 miles an hour. Once you go 5 miles an hour, it actually turns it off. Another really cool design feature that was put on here was the ability to see out the back window even if you're filled with cargo. So that's just simple. All we do is we just flip a little switch on the back of the mirror here, and as you can see, it actually turns into a screen that's projecting the view from behind us there. Once you're done with that, you can just flip it back down and you've got yourself a normal mirror. And one thing that not be forgotten for those of you who enjoy sunroofs or moonroofs or just like extra light coming through, what they've done with the interior of the 2018 Traverse is phenomenal. So you can actually see this adds quite a bit of light, not just in the front, but you've actually got the back as well. Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm on my way back to the dealership.
Your reply says, I'm on my way back to the dealership. Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send your message.
That easy. Alright, so one really cool feature on the 2018 Traverse is the active fuel management. It gets uncomfortable for some people when you feel the car shut off and turn back on. So with the new 2018 Traverse, it's pretty seamless. You don't feel it turn off, you barely even feel it turn back on, and you can't really hear it either. Another great feature about the 2018 Traverse is the ability to not nosedive when you brake. We've all been in those situations where we've had things sitting on the seat, and as you brake, they all go flying off. So whether it's Aunt Debbie's casserole or your child sitting next to you, the last thing you want is any more pressure put on that seat. So what I'm about to show you is how the 2018, instead of nosediving, how it actually rocks. So we're going to go do this. We're at about a 30-mile-an-hour roll right now, and we're just going to hit the brakes. So complete stop, you barely have any move to what's sitting in the passenger seat.